But it is time for us. It is time for women. Equal means equal. And the truth is, the older women get, the less money they make. And it's time for all the women in America and all the men that love women and all the gay people and all the people of color that we've all fought for to fight for us now.
And that got it all started again. We in America often stand and seem proud that we are closing in on real gender equality, equal pay for equal work across the board. Yet the truth is far from rosy. Even our White House is rife with inequity, and on this International Women's Day comes a United Nations report stating that no country anywhere in the world is truly equal. Our guest is an international speaker, prosperity coach, and author of Don't Mess with the Princess: How a Woman Makes It in a Man's World. Lisa Jimenez joins us here in the studio. Lisa, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm not messing with the princess. I'm going to get right into it.
Right.
Here we are, 2015, and we are still talking about this, and Rosanna Arquette brought this to the fore once again. Why are we still here even debating if this is right?
We're still debating because we have some work to do still. We've come a long way, but we do have some work to do. You know, we have the United Nations female advocate sharing with us that she wants to transform this planet by 2030, that we do have equal pay for equal gender. And that's what we're up to. So it's not just about equal pay at both genders, but it's also about equal treatment for, we still have a lot of abuse in this country. And it is the women that need to really support each other to step up and even step out of abusive relationship or abusive contract or abusive pay scale.
So you want to take this a further step, not just talk about this in a pay perspective.
It's not about that, just that clip and about money and equal. It's about honoring the woman on this planet, and that's what we're up to, especially in the Don't Mess with the Princess message.
When did we get away from that? Honestly, and I ask that because when I was a kid, I was raised that you did. You had respect for women, and that was it. End of story. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. So how did we change, and when did we change as a society?
Well, you're lucky that you were raised in a family like that, because there are families on this planet that the woman is not acknowledged or honored. And so we're advocates about equal rights and also equal protection for the women, that they can really soar. And I believe that it begins with women supporting women. I was on an airplane just the other day, sitting in first class, and this very professional woman next to me hears the pilot's voice and says, "Oh, a woman pilot? Oh no."
Really? In 2015?
In 2015.
So how do we then, not just from the women's perspective, but how do we then get the guys out there who don't quite get this? How do we start moving towards this and fixing this?
It begins with women taking their own power and actually claiming it for themselves. So it begins.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
Our own self-view, who we are as women, and what we can contribute with really a feminine force. And what that means is knowing who you are, owning your power, and stop complaining and focusing on what's not working, and start celebrating and focusing on what is working.
Is part of it then, when you say stop complaining, stop looking for excuses? Because whether it's men, women, or whatever, we're always looking for an excuse to say, well, I can't do it now, or I can't do this.
Okay,
isn't that part of it?
That's a strong word, excuses. However,
Okay.
yes, I would agree with you. It's about, like, you know what, put your big girl panties on and let's start creating what you really want to create. Stop focusing on what's not working or even talking about what's not working. And like, let's talk about Patricia, about equal pay in Hollywood, then don't take the job. If you want to
She's worth $20 million plus, so it was kind of tough for people to hear that from her. But you're right. When Meryl Streep applauds and everybody else applauds, last time I checked, they're all taking big fat paychecks, and they don't stand up and say, everybody on this set and everybody on this production set has to be paid equally. You don't see them doing it. Now, is that what needs to happen?
That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah.
It would, because certainly in Hollywood, I mean, I know, having been around that community for a long time, there's a lot of people who do receive equal pay, but they don't receive equal treatment.
Yeah, and there is equal pay even in my profession as an international speaker and a publisher. When I find out if my equal male partner got paid more than I did, I wouldn't take the engagement. So it's about us women beginning to honor who we are and what we can contribute, and then having a higher expectation of what's possible for us.
I like that. I want to remind everybody once again about the book. It is called Don't Mess with the Princess. See, I like that. I just want to...
He even says it right.
Just don't mess with the princess. How a woman makes it in a man's world. I mean, it's a fascinating subject. We have to get past all this, and we've got to realize that we all just need to be on equal footing either way. Marvelous. Please come back again.
Thank you for that.
Always a
Appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Thanks so much. Okay, third and final midpoint hour of the week is on deck. Why America is concerned with a certain type of help against ISIS, and the truth about recruitment of kids in America, and of course it's Friday. That means the political punching bag. Lace them up. Midpoint will continue.